Welcome back to the John Mendola Show here on WILK, 10:12 in the morning. Well, we got some high school basketball we're going to talk about coming up, but first let's talk with some University of Scranton athletics. Dave Martin, the athletic director, joining us right now. Dave, welcome in.
Hi, John. Thanks for having me, buddy.
Well, big news around the University of Scranton. First up, let's talk about the women. They're playing in a pretty darn big game today.
The Lady Royals we're hosting the conference championship game today at 3 o'clock against Juniata. 25-1 on the year. Just another incredible job by Trevor Woodruff and his staff. So obviously we're very excited. The winner gets the automatic berth to the NCAA tournament. Right now we're ranked number one in the region, so I think win or lose, we're going to go to the national tournament. But we certainly want to capture. One of our goals back at the start of the season was to win a conference championship, and we have that chance today. So big stuff on campus today.
Yeah, that's for sure. Trevor Woodruff got to see that team earlier, and unfortunately I got to see them in a loss. But since then, they've won every game, and Trevor really has done a tremendous job with such a young team. It's just a young group, but some good local talent as well mixed in there.
No question. Trev has done an outstanding job. People don't realize we graduated 2 All-Americans last year, and a lot of folks. I think we were picked to finish 3rd in the conference. A lot of folks felt that if we won 15 games, it would be a good year. I wasn't one of those people. I thought that, I know Trevor's abilities. I know we do a tremendous job defensively. We play old school basketball. We share the ball. It doesn't matter who scores as long as we score. That's the mentality of this team, and it's manifested itself in a 25-1 year. Interestingly enough, our only loss of the year came at Juniata, and that's who we have today in the conference final. So it should be fun.
Well, there's not only a basketball going on, but boy, there's a whole new complex going on there at the University of Scranton. And I know you're really excited. Everybody on campus is really excited. And it's going to be a great thing for many years to come. But talk about getting a little bit closer. It seems like we're taking a couple good steps here.
Yeah, no question, John. The Kevin P. Quinn Athletics Campus, it will be a game changer, obviously, for all of our student athletes. But for our university and the entire community. The site is down at the old Southside Complex. We're building 3 new athletic fields, multi-purpose field where we will play men's soccer, women's soccer, men's and women's lacrosse, and field hockey. We have a baseball field and a softball field. All 3 fields are turfed. All 3 fields have lights. All 3 fields have a bleacher system with a press box attached on top. When people see it, they are going to be impressed, and it's exciting because we're expecting now, as you mentioned, we're getting close. The softball field itself is completely done. We need to get some concrete work done outside, around it, the entrance. The baseball, the turf is laid, so we're close there. Multi-purpose will be the last field to be done. We probably won't play any lacrosse games out at the Quinn campus this spring. However, I fully expect to be able to play both baseball and softball down there, and it's a first-class facility. We are so excited.
That's obviously exciting stuff, and track and field, although it won't be at that complex, nonetheless, track and field is alive at the University of Scranton. There's been some good stuff going on with some members of that track and field team with indoor and getting ready for outdoor.
Absolutely. We decided a year ago to pull the trigger and move forward with track and field. We felt like it made great sense for the university to sponsor track and field. There was a lot of interest from current students as well as prospective students that we had surveyed. So we pulled the trigger a year ago and really only had a couple of months to recruit. We ended up with 72 student athletes in the program right now, which is a great number. I would expect next year that we'll go over 100. But in our first year of competition, we've been more than competitive. We have a young lady, Holy Redeemer, Caroline Banis, who set a conference record in the high jump already, and she has made a B-cut mark, if you will, for nationals. So we're hoping for great things from her this indoor season, and then this spring. Her father, Mickey, was obviously a great player here for Coach Beslar, and her father's on our Wall of Fame. And if her career continues the way that it has started, she may be looking at the same thing. But it's very exciting. You know, our kids are committed. We have a great young coach in Ozzie Brown, very dynamic. He was a national champion and an All-American track athlete in his time at Moravian. He's sharp, and kids have bought in, and you know, we're getting it done. So there are a lot of good things happening. Our wrestling team today is competing up at the Mideast, the NCAA Mideast Regionals up at Ithaca. Both lacrosse teams are on the road today. So we're in full swing, and an awful lot of good things are happening.
I know that phone's probably blowing up. Your head's on a swivel doing all the things that you do. And as you say, Caroline Bainus, talking to her a couple of years ago, she said, hey, I'm going to the University of Scranton. My track and field career's over. They don't have it. And funny how things worked out. The program just kind of starts, and she's off the charts like she was in high school. Just a great young woman now here at the University of Scranton, and many more of those, as you said, to follow. Dave, my best to your family, both at the University of Scranton and at home. Always great to catch up with you, and keep up the great work.
Thanks, John. I appreciate it. And as always, it's a pleasure speaking with you. All
right. Dave Martin there from the University of Scranton. He's the athletic director and a busy fella, and that complex going to be pretty darn impressive with baseball, softball, lacrosse down the road there for the University of Scranton. When we come back, we're going to talk some high school basketball. Also going to talk a little college basketball. Misericordia University playing for the Freedom Conference Championship today. They'll head to the road down to DeSales in just a little bit. They'll be getting on that rainy bus ride down to Center Valley. So we'll talk with Lily coming up. Let's head out now to our local State Farm insurance agent, Jeremy Baczynski. Break like a good neighbor. Jeremy Baczynski is there. We'll be back here at WILK.